you will get a primary amine here, RNH2. Primary amine can be formed. Okay, along with this, one more compound also additionally formed, that is COONA and COONA. Because in 2 moles of NaOH, 2 ONA groups will be connected to C double bond O here, and you are getting this, and here primary amine is formed. My dear students, here one important point you have to understand: in this Gabriel thalamide synthesis, only primary amines are formed. Only primary amines can be prepared. We cannot prepare secondary or tertiary amines by using this Gabriel thalamide synthesis. Only primary amines. And one more point also, only aliphatic amines can be prepared. Aromatic amines cannot be prepared by Gabriel thalamide synthesis. I will explain that point also. This point is very much useful. Aromatic amines. Aromatic amines means when it is having benzene ring or aromatic ring. Aromatic amines cannot be prepared. Cannot be prepared by Gabriel thalamide synthesis. Aromatic amines cannot be prepared by Gabriel thalamide synthesis. Do you know the reason is? Already in the previous explanation I explained you RX is involving in nucleophilic substitution reactions. Here, if you want to prepare aromatic amine, you have to take aryl halides. But aryl halides very difficult to involve in nucleophilic substitution reactions. That is the important reason. Okay, aryl halides cannot undergo, or very difficult to undergo, nucleophilic substitution reactions. That's why in this Gabriel thalamide process, aromatic amines cannot be prepared. Okay, right. This is one of the important reaction. Next, one more important process that will be asked a number of times in competitive exams also. These amines can be prepared from cyanates and amides. Cyanates and amides. From cyanates. Cyanate means, as you know, R C triple bond N. Okay, so when you take CH3 C triple bond N, okay, when it undergo reduction, catalytic reduction. So reduction, when you do that, you can take the reducing agents like LiAlH4. This type of reducing agents can be used. Okay, so when you take these cyanates undergo reduction in the presence of LiAlH4, here reduction always takes place at unsaturated bonds like double bond or triple bond. So here these unsaturation bonds can be breaking to form CH3, CH2 and NH2. So primary amines can be formed, remember this. And here also primary amines can be formed by using these cyanates which undergo reduction. Right? Here you can take amides also. Amides. From amides also you can get the primary amines. For example, R C double bond O NH2. This is not amine, this is amide. So from this amide you can get the primary amine. Here also you have to undergo reduction LiAlH4, lithium aluminum hydride, and here you can see that RCH2NH2, RCH2NH2, and here also primary amines can be formed. primary amines can be prepared by using these cyanides and amides. Like that, many reactions will be available for the preparation of amines. So these are important reactions for amines preparation. There will be more reactions, but let us go to the other content which is there in amines. Okay. Normally in amines examination point of view, if you find out, many times questions will be asked from basic nature of amines. This is one of the best point to be discussed and which will be useful for all the students, that is the basic nature of amines. Basic nature of amines. Normally when ammonia or RNH2, when it is reacting with water H2O, there will be equilibrium state. You can see that RNH3 plus and OH minus. Because ammonia or amines, when undergo hydrolysis, ammonium ion is formed. That is a common product. So here when you take the equilibrium state, here you can see that Kb is dissociation constant, because it is equilibrium reaction. It is a base, no, so base dissociation constant. If you take here, you can find out RNH3 plus OH minus, law of mass action if you take here, and it will be RNH2. And you know water is unity, you can take the concentration of water. So this will be the base dissociation constant. Here if you want to find out the basic nature of amines, that is purely depends on base dissociation constant. So here you can write a relation which will be useful for basic nature of amines, that is Kb is directly proportional to basic nature. Kb is directly proportional to basic nature. So what does it mean? Normally if the Kb value increases, obviously the basic nature of the compound will be more. If the Kb value is less, the basic nature of the compound will be less. So that is depends on the Kb values, so you can easily identify the basic nature or basic strength of organic compounds. Okay. Here from this you can see pKb also. pKb. Obviously pKb equal to minus log of Kb. So minus logarithm. That's why depends on pKb values also you can identify the basic strength, that is pKb values are inversely proportional to basic strength. Kb is directly proportional to basic nature, but pKb is inversely proportional to basic nature, because pKb equal to minus logarithm of Kb, so both are inversely proportional. It means pKb value is increases, obviously basic strength will be decreases, or pKb values decreases, obviously basic strength will be increases. This is a common scenario for basic strength of amines. Now let us go to the applications which are useful for the basic nature. Here basic nature of amines mainly due to the lone pair present on the nitrogen in amines. When you see CH3NH2, we used to write like that, but according to the structure here one lone pair will be. So always the ability to donate the lone pair, that is nothing but basic nature capability. So the basic strength can be determined by the ability to donate the lone pair. So here all the amines having basic nature due to the presence of lone pair of nitrogen only. But here there will be a comparison. For example, this is ammonia, this is methylamine, and this is secondary amine, and here it will be tertiary amine. Okay, so this is 1 degree, and this is 2 degree, and this is 3 degree. So out of these 4 compounds, which compound has more basic nature and which has less basic strength? So how can you justify that? So here this is ammonia and here also lone pair is there. Here inductive effect plays the major role. Here alkyl groups connected to the nitrogen are plus R groups. Plus inductive effect plays here. So here compared to ammonia, methylamine has more basic strength, and compared to methylamine, secondary amine has more basic strength. Compared to secondary amine, tertiary amine has more basic strength. The reason is here in ammonia there is no alkyl group, but here methyl group. So here inductive effect is increasing. Compared to here 2 alkyl groups, here much inductive effect is increasing. Here 3 alkyl groups, so more inductive effect. That is why more basic nature. But remember, this is which medium? Means gaseous medium. Gaseous medium. In gaseous medium you can use this order and this will be very useful for basic strength. Okay. So in gaseous medium, ammonia less than primary, less than secondary or less than tertiary. Or you can use in a reverse way also. Tertiary is greater than secondary, secondary is greater than primary, primary is greater than methyl, ammonia. Okay. Now it is in gaseous medium. But when you take in aqueous medium, completely order changes, and this will be the important point in basic nature of amines in aqueous medium. Remember, second point is aqueous medium. So in aqueous medium, order is secondary comes, then tertiary, then primary, then NH3. See, in aqueous medium, secondary amine will be having more basic strength than tertiary. Why secondary will be more? Means here 2 effects will be placing major role. One is steric effect. Second one is solvation effect. Steric effect and solvation effect. Here in secondary there will be hydrogen and 2 alkyl groups, but in tertiary there is no hydrogen. You see, tertiary compound. If there is no hydrogen, solvation effect cannot be possible. That's why here, due to the less solvation effect in tertiary amine, it goes to the secondary place. But when you take the secondary amine, there will be alkyl groups, steric effect is there. At the same time, due to the presence of hydrogen, solvation effect also possible. That is why secondary comes first, then tertiary, then primary. Here, but here the condition is, here alkyl group is methyl group. If R is CH3 group, and this is the order. If R is ethyl group, C2H5 group, then there will be another change here. Secondary, primary and tertiary go to the last position, then NH3. Because here R is C2H5, so inductive effect ability is more. That's why in primary comes first here, then tertiary, then NH3. So this will be the orders for basic nature of amines in aqueous medium also, right? And this basic nature, one more point also to discuss, between difference between aliphatic amines and aromatic amines. This is also one of the important point to discuss. Aliphatic amines and the one is aromatic amines. So you know that aliphatic amine means CH3NH2. Aromatic amines you can take as aniline. Actually in these two compounds NH2 group is there, but here normal alkyl group is present and here benzene ring is present. So in this condition, which one has more basic strength? Means here aliphatic amines are stronger bases than aromatic amines. This is very useful and important point. Aliphatic amines are stronger bases than aromatic amines. What is the reason why these aliphatic amines are stronger bases than aromatic amines? The reason is when they dissolve in water or something here, ammonium ion will be formed in this aniline, and that ammonium ion can be conjugated with the ring, or the lone pair present in aniline, it will be involving resonance with this benzene ring. So the liberation of lone pair is too difficult when you compare to the aliphatic amines. But in this lone pair is very free to donate. Lone pair is very free to donate, but in aromatic amines, that lone pair is involving in the resonance with the benzene ring. That is why the releasing of lone pair, the ability to release the lone pair is difficult when you compare it to the aliphatic amines. That is why always aliphatic amines are stronger bases than aromatic amines. And here one more important point is there that is much useful for a NEET point of view, one application here. I will give you three compounds. One is aniline. Let us take this one as A. Second one is methyl group at ortho position. This one you can take as B. Aniline, methyl group at para position you can take as C. A, B, C. Out of these three compounds, which compound has more basic strength? Which compound has more basic strength means we know that this is normal aniline. Here CH3 group is which is electron releasing group. As you know that if the plus I effect increases, basic nature is increases. So compared to A, C will be having more basic strength. So C plays first priority. Then A comes. Final place is B. Final place is B. You may ask, sir, why final place for B? Even though it has CH3, no. CH3 means plus I group, no. So after C, it should come second priority, no. Why this one is coming? The reason is here, CH3 is present at ortho position. If the CH3 is present at ortho position, definitely here ortho effect plays major role. Ortho effect. Here it will be the new term. Remember, ortho effect. So what is this ortho effect? Normally a group present at ortho position can disturb the planarity of a molecule so that stability of the ion will be decreases. So if the stability decreases, obviously the basic strength decreases. So this ortho group is affecting this ammonium ion stability. That's why ortho substituted anilines are less basic than the para substituted and normal anilines. So the order will be like this. Okay, so this is one of the important point for NEET and JEE point of view. So I hope you enjoyed the class, and thank you very much. Let us continue in the next class. Thank you so much.